It's a lovely morning. It's only raining a little bit. Oh, I've got loads of stuff in the back of my van that I need to empty out before we can even get started today. I promised I'd give these things a whirl, so we'll see what they're like with this. And look, come here, we're running low on beads. We haven't got enough for the job today, so we'll sort these out when we get there, but put another box of beads in. Let's go. Right, so we've got to go. We've got to pick Sam up now, then we've got to go to the builder's yard, and then we're going to travel to Thornby, which is like an hour and 20 minutes from where we live, which is not good. We pulled into our local builder's yard, but today is going from bad to worse. These guys haven't got the kyran in stock, so we've got to try and source that from somewhere else. Not only that, we need screws that will drill into metal as they go in, and the only ones that these have got are on strips, and we've left the clay to gun at home, so we need to strip the strips down. Now, pulling screws out the strip is a pain in the backside, but I know someone that's not doing nothing for the next hour, and we ain't going back to pick up the screw gun. See you later, Stu. Let's see how Sam's getting on. Alright, chicken lips. How many have you done?
Pretty much all of them. 3 strips left. 3 or 4 strips left. More than enough.
Happy days.
Yeah, I was just wondering, mate, have you got any white kyran in it at all? Yeah. I'm after about 13 bags if possible. Yeah. You've got that in, have you? Yeah. Oh, okay, mate, well, we're only round the corner.
So I've drove Sam straight to the job now, and I'm going to go to Hughes Gray and see if I can negotiate the best price on this kyran possible. Look, there's me in there, bathroom with the store manager. Got to feed the lads. If you feed them, this is the thing, like, if you feed your workers, they work harder. If they're hungry, they just get dead slow and miserable, so it's cheaper to feed them, you get more work out of them. So while Sam and Kieran are eating the breakfast, I'm taking the tape off the corners of the beads that we scratch coated yesterday, and then we're going to go inside, dab a warm, do a bit of skimming. And all that's left to do is get this rendered on the outside, and the job will be finished. Right, we are making quite good progress. The lads have pretty much boarded everything inside and just left this one wall for me to stick, which is fine. The only thing is though, I'm starting to feel a little bit irritable. The lads are going to have a mix soon, and I need to get the rendering on outside as well. Okay, so we've got one mark down here, and that is going to go for this section over here, there, and we're working to this angle here, and then we're going to drop back down again. So we'll set that clump up there, that mark tight is going to go on there. So we're starting off, and we're heading up, and the point is here, so I can get it to there, to adjust that. Right, that's there. I hold that there. If this thing was just that much longer, it'd be perfect. Maybe we'll just get rid of this and get a piece of wood, and then it'll work alright. I'll finish that off as well, because that off will do the other side. It'll be the same pitch on the other side. So. When I was mixing up adhesive to stick this wall, I noticed that the DeWalt mixer was making a bit of a strange noise. Now, when I had the Refiner Mega Mixers, I've always ran 2 or 3 of them at a time, just so I've always got a spare one. So it's just dawned on me now, I'm going to have to buy another DeWalt mixer for when the one that I'm using breaks, because it's not a case of if it breaks, it's more of a case of when it breaks. Tools wear out, and it's always good to have a spare. Right, it's like changing rooms today, so this always ends up happening to me. The lads had ended up plastering, so Sam and Kieran are in there, they're plastering in there. I've just finished the dot and dabbing, or the dabbing, because we don't do dots. I'm basically now the tidier upper and the cleaner upper, but they're going to crack on with that and get that done. And time's getting on a little bit. I want to get the outside of here top coated. We're going to do a next day scrape on this. So come on, mate. Let's go and put this in the skin. I'm going to put this on before we go, and then that way tomorrow, come back in the morning first thing, scrape this, and have a gauge of plastering inside, and that's it. We'll be finished. We'll start putting this on now, and we've got this. Look, the window lads are helping. We mix up now and start putting this on while them lads finish the skimming inside, and then what's left we'll do tomorrow. This is about the best use I found for this as well. These are great for whatever you want to use them for. The plaster doesn't set in them, but they're also, I like using it to get in water out of customers' sinks with, because it doesn't scratch anything. You can fold it underneath the tap, so I think it's fantastic for that. I get sent all sorts of stuff to review on my videos, but I promise you I'll only ever give you my honest opinion.
I'm making it tidy.
I've just been moaning at the lads.
Let's go and put this in the van.
Come with me to the van, let me tell you all about it, tell you what's going on. Look, today it's Friday, it's Kieran's last day today. Kieran's going off to work with people with learning difficulties on Monday. So, I've got another plasterer in with me. I'm tired, I'll be honest with you. I feel done in. Now really, I should put our kyran on now, because we need to sort of be out of here tomorrow, Saturday. But because I can't be bothered, I'm procrastinating. So I'm going to end up now, because I've sort of given up. I feel tired, I feel stressed and under pressure. So I'm going to leave the kyran now. Tomorrow morning I'm going to make a fresh start, have a good night's sleep tonight, put the kyran on first thing tomorrow morning, do the mix inside, finish plastering the inside of the hub tomorrow, and then come out and scrape outside. So today's going to be a bit of an easier day, but a bit of a longer day tomorrow, and that'll probably suit Kieran actually. It's Friday, it's his last day, so instead of him sort of working late, we'll finish a bit earlier and buy a pint to sort of see him off with. And I'll be honest with you, I just feel a bit stressed. I'm in there and I'm nitpicking at the lads. I'm sort of pointing bits out, do this, you know, that's not good enough, that's not good enough. I mean, ultimately, they're not me. And that's what stresses me out, because I want everyone to work like me, but everyone has their own way of doing things. And it just, I feel irritable. So it's best, I think, we just call it a day and try again tomorrow. Whilst we're waiting for the lads in there, and we're sort of hanging around, there's not really much I can start doing apart from cleaning up with them. And to be fair, I'm not in a rush to do that. What I'm thinking is, currently all the trowels, well, not even all of them, but a lot of them are just racked up here, and they're in the way there really. So I'm thinking, whilst I've got a bit of time to spare, of making a new trowel rack over this side, so all the trowels are out the way over here instead. Just be careful that I don't screw a hole right through the side of the van. That wouldn't be good. There we go. You can see where I'm going with this, can't you? Because there's too many on this rack and the beads push on them. And this one, when they're in this rack here, the boards need to go there, so I have to take these off to be able to get the clamp on. So right, so I'm thinking the main trowel. I can get all the trowels at the workshop, they can all live in here. Maybe we'll just keep 1 or 2 spare ones in the workshop. And there's enough room for the handballs to fit in here as well, because they're normally just rocking around on the floor getting bent. So that'll do, I thought that's better. In fact, I might even put another one in there and we'll have all the tools sort of hung up. Because that was where the beads used to live up there, but now we've put some drainage pipe down there and slid them all inside that down there instead, and put an end cap on it so they can't slide through. So the beads are 2.4 and we've sort of made the pipe 2.3 so that they're always tucked away nice and safely down there. Okay, that's it, I'm happy now. The lads have cleaned up spotless in here. It's all ready for tomorrow. I'll come in tomorrow, skin the ceiling, Sam will plaster that wall, and that's after we put the K-rend on outside. We'll render outside, come in here, put all this on. Once this is finished, that should be ready to scrape back. With that, Kieran left us. That was his last day. And in just a little while, I'll tell you why he had to go. Day 3. Feeling slightly more energetic today, so we're going to go now. We've got some accelerator for the K-rend. We're going to throw that on as fast as we can, get inside, skin inside, and then hopefully the accelerator will work its magic and we will be scraping back and on our way home again. -1 kilo. So here's the K-rend accelerator. Now it doesn't tell you what this stuff's actually made of, but it does tell you the pH value. And it just so happens that calcium chloride has the same pH value, so that's what I'm assuming this stuff is. Now you want to be using this at about 0.2 litres to every 25 kilogram bag. And it just so happens that we can fit 5 bags in that bucket. So that's 1 litre of accelerator. Will give us the maximum dosage that we're allowed to put in of our calcium chloride. Or that's what I suspect it is anyway. Cool. Now it could be calcium nitrate or calcium formate. But either way, if anyone knows exactly what it is, let me know, because I just like to know these things. Here we go. Sam's going to put the first pass in and work his way in bands down the wall. And once he gets a couple ahead, I'll start behind him and I'll start following, putting the second pass in bands down the wall. Just going to give him a hand getting the first pass on a little bit though. Just to speed him up a little bit. And the good thing with this is the walls are perfectly flat, so you don't need to go on dead thick. And there's not big lumps to scrape back to, so we're okay to sort of go on quite tight. Right, that's all the K-rend on outside. Let's get inside now, let's get it beaded up, let's get it skimmed, let's get this done. Then we'll get that scraped outside. One bead on here, one beaded up there. I use hook-on beads, so these technically don't need nails because they just press onto the plasterboard, but I always like to put a couple of nails in them just to make sure they stay still. Right, so 12 o'clock, I had some dinner. The render is going off nicely. Yeah, it's 12:15. I'm going to put this on now, I'm going to do the ceiling and inside the velexes, or the skylights, whatever you want to call them. Sam's going to get that wall on and inside there. And then as soon as this is done, on the side, go straight back. getting to the end of this mix. Nearly done. We'll clean up in here, and we've got to go and check and see if the render is ready to be scraped. It might not be. We might be sat in the van for an hour or 2 or 4 waiting for it to go off. So we'll just see. Okay, so Sam's going to clean down inside now. He's got all the frames to do. Clean the floor up. Just making it there lovely. So whilst he's doing that, I'm going to start scraping back out here. This is just about ready to go now. So I'm putting this sheet down to catch all the dust, make cleaning up out here a little bit easier. Then I'm going to get the eye bar and a few little tools, and I'll start scraping this back. These eye bars are the very best bits of kit for scraping back scraped renders. There's little nail floats that you can use, there's power floats on power tools, but if you want the work to look perfect, if you want it to look dead straight, especially when the sun comes out, then you want to use one of these eye bars. Now they're not dear either, they're only about 25 quid, and you can, I mean this is a refiner one, it probably costs a little touch more, but literally you can buy them off Amazon. This guarantees that when the sun shines down the wall, it'll look perfect. Also, as a little bonus, if the gear is still a little bit wet, you can get away with scraping it a bit sooner. If you try and use just a nail float, the thing will just keep clogging up and you'll be scouring the wall, it'll just look a mess. Notice I'm only using a short bar. I've got a few different sizes, but I need to go both ways under that windowsill, you see. You've got to go horizontally and vertically. You can't just go one direction with them. Now, let me tell you about Kyran. I'm going to sadly miss that young fella. Kyran was fantastic. We didn't leave on bad terms. The situation is, Kyran's been volunteering on a weekend to go and help disabled people. He's got a genuine passion for helping people. It's what he finds fulfilment in. He realised with his volunteering work that is ultimately his true calling. He wants to work with people with learning difficulties. Now the thing is, I probably could have persuaded him to stay with me. It would have been in my interest to keep him. I've spent so much time sort of training him. I was just about to start reaping the benefits of having him, you know, start making money on him. But ultimately, I think to myself, I've got children, and unfortunately all my children have been healthy and happy children. If I ever did have a disabled child, I know I'd sleep a lot easier with someone like Kyran if he's taking care of them. I mean, ultimately, he's doing it for the right reasons. He's not doing it for the money. He's actually taking a pay cut to go and do what he wants to do, but he's doing it for the reasons that he gets fulfillment and enjoyment out of helping people. So, I think if he's going to go and do some good in the world like that, he should follow his dreams and go and do it. I'm sad to see him go, and the door's always open for him if it doesn't work out. But in the meantime, auditions have already begun at Kirk Johnstone, the Plasterer HQ. There's a few lads that are in the pipeline. They're going to come and have a little trial day. I'm going to see who's a good fit, and then I'll introduce them to you guys, and we'll see how things go. Anyway, Kyran, good luck in what you do, mate. Take care. And that's it. Them guys are just giving a quick clean up, and that's another one bite to the dust. Saturday. Time's getting on. It's definitely time for the pint. I'm going to drop these guys off and get myself straight along for a quick drink, just to wash the dust out. You know what it's like.